have spirits, the spirit of Umdau, for example, which live in the river. And those spirits are known to have, they are supreme, right? They bring the wealth, they bring...
Hi beautiful people.
Hello guys.
Welcome to She Speaks Sacred,
where her voice becomes a sacred right.
She Speaks,
You listen,
Spirit Moves. I'm Wamboi Mukunda.
And I am Zanele.
And today we are talking about different ways that Africans cleanse. And one of the things that we are going to be speaking about today is river cleansing. It's something that, especially where I come from in our culture, it's not been practiced over some time. But right now people are starting to embrace it because they're understanding the importance of going to the river and cleansing of any bad energy, bad vibes that you may have around you, bad energies that you may have around you. We grew up in the Christian world of it all, and they also practice river cleansing. Because for me, I got baptized in a swimming pool because there was no river near at the moment, so we had to go to a swimming pool for that baptism, where you claim Jesus as your Lord and Savior. And
so you are saved?
Yes,
fully saved.
I'm fully saved.
From what? What are you saved from?
I'm still trying to understand from what. But for the river cleansing, I know what I'm saving myself from, which is any bad energy that may be around me, within me, and also around me. So I think for the African part of it, people have not embraced it in Kenya because it's seen as something that is evil, something that is not supposed to be done. But for the Christians, they always do it, especially when it comes to baptism and all that. So, and there are things that you're supposed to do before doing river cleansing, which is abstaining from some sins, abstaining from any sexual interactions, abstaining from anything that you may seem evil from you, because evil, it's what you have in your mind. So you fast from before going for the river cleansing, and once you go to the river cleansing, speak to the water, speak to your ancestors, speak to your God, for them to be able to guide you through the whole process of cleansing, through the whole process of ensuring that once you come out of that water, you are clean and whole. You've come out fully manifesting the life that you desire for yourself. In your culture, I think you guys have really embraced river cleansing a lot.
Just to take it back to my culture and where I come from, river cleansing is a vital part of our spirituality, our culture, because the seers that we have who are called SANGOMAS, for them to be initiated or fully initiated, they have to pass through the river. And we have spirits, the spirit of Umdau, for example, which live in the river. And those spirits are known to have, they are supreme, right? They bring the wealth, they bring, when you want the money and the good vibes, that spirit of Umdau has the ability to give you all of that and to cleanse you from bad things that are, removing yourself or your energy from acquiring some money. So for us, river cleansing is a very vital part of us, because even if you had a miscarriage or abortions or things like that, for you to cleanse your spirit, you have to go through the river. And rivers, in Kikuyu culture, I think you say, the river or water doesn't forget. So for you to go to the river and for you to use water for cleansing, it means that the water will not forget the fact that you have cleansed yourself from that, you have removed yourself from that. So if it has to come back to you after you have done it through the river, then there must be something that you have not done right. So we have different types of river cleansing for us. We have one for the waterfalls, where you go under the waterfall and you let the water just beat your head. Kikuyus call it rototia.
Rototia.
For us, it's called sikala. So you have to let the water beat you here, because we believe that this is the connection that you have with your heart and your body. This is the most vital part when you have to do the cleansing. This is where you start from here to toe. So when you enter into that waterfall, you have to do it like that. And after that, you have washed away all of that. And the reason they're saying we're washing away your sins in Christianity,
Yes.
baptism, it's because of that concept of culture. You know, Christianity, the Bible stole a lot of principles and a lot of our values and now made them to seem like they are the godly. They chose which ones they want to go with and they went with those. So river cleansing is very, very important. There's one that you remove yourself from bad energies. You do it using the egg. You do it using milk. It's just the river is the source of life.
And also herbs. We have different herbs that you also do for cleansing, where you put them in the water, spray the water on yourself using the herbs, and any bad vibes, bad energy is removed from you. I think it's also very important to note that if you're not near a river, you can use any water that's around you for any form of cleansing. It doesn't have to, but it's highly recommended that you go to a river. But if there's something that you want to clean out of, any bad energy, any bad dreams that you've been having, there was a time I actually told you I was having bad dreams on 2 continuous nights, and I took a salt bath where I just put salt in water, rinsed myself with it, and that night I slept so well, dreamt of a life that I was manifesting, and I know it's coming to life soon. So don't limit yourself that you have to be near a river, but it's always recommended once in a while, go to the river, just dip yourself in and cleanse yourself of any evilness that's around you.
The best thing about the river is that the water is flowing. So as it flows, it goes with whatever. And the river itself cleanses itself. There are times of the days in which you'll be told, don't go to the river, or don't go to the river alone, because that's the time where our ancestors, God is cleansing everything. All of these bad energies are now being removed, so that in the early morning hours, those who want that kind of cleansing can find the river very clean and pure for you to take away all of this. And this requires a lot of understanding, because in African spirituality we don't believe, we know and we understand that this is my ancestor given birth by this kind of ancestor. It's not believing that Jesus exists or Jesus gave me freedom or the right to life. We know that a certain kind of man once lived in my family. He gave birth to my father. So knowing that the river does this, it helps you, even removes all of that. I'll keep on going back to indoctrination. And I don't want this channel to be like some counter of Christianity and spiritual,
we don't want that.
We always have to go back, because that is how we have been brought up. And our parents told us that you can't do this, you can't do that, because of Christianity. Coming back to my culture, in my home, if you are really spiritual, at around 6 p.m. when the sun sets, you are not allowed to bring water from the river into that home, because we believe that this is the time where the river has been dirty from all of this cleansing that has been happening during the day. So the only time you can fetch water is during the morning hours up until a certain time during the day. If you dare bring water after 6, you will spill it by the gate, because it is now coming with the evil spirits and the bad energies from everybody.
Yeah, and I think in some cultures they don't do river cleansing when it's during the rainy season, because also it's also the time that the river is also cleaning itself. Nature is running its course of cleaning itself, making sure all the evilness that we've been taking there or is gone. Because sometimes you find the water is very dirty in the river when it's raining. So some believe that you shouldn't go to cleanse when it's raining. The same way a man cannot get into your portal when you're also raining, when you're cleansing. So the same applies.
I think that's why we say African spirituality is aligned with the universe, with how nature plays, its thing. Because this is a natural thing for the river and it's a natural thing for us. So we are both embracing each other, and it's so important for us to embrace our environment and our knowledge, because that is where we bring, kind of life to us as Africans.
And we are one with nature. So especially on my side where I come from a clan that is called Nyambura, which means rain, which is also a water sign. I'm also on the zodiac part of it. I'm a water sign, I'm a Pisces. So I'm well connected with
Yeah.
water, and I'm trying to learn and understand myself on how best I can
And you are scared of the
work with
river.
water. I'm also scared of water. That's the other problem. Me and water, we have such a funny relationship.
Do you know why that is so?
I do not know.
Because you know what the entities that are within the river. I'm also like you. Us knowing whatever happens within the cleansing,
river,
the energies, we understand. And coming back, having been lost from our spirituality, now we can't pinpoint it. But because we live with the spirits of our ancestors within us, they know that this is what is happening. So that brings a lot of fear. And until you are aligned with spirituality, that is when they will unveil and reveal things to you that will make you understand why the river is sacred, why you can't go and cleanse yourself in the river when you're on your monthlies. There's a video of a TikTok lady who went, I think she's from Jamaica, went to a river here in Kenya, I've forgotten the place, and did her cleansing during her monthlies. She just sat and let the blood flow. That is the worst that you can do in most of African spiritualities, because this is a ritual that we are undergoing, and now you're going to do another ritual on top of, and it's the river you are.
And in
sacred.
And in most African culture, you can't be doing two rituals at the same time. The same way you can't be expectant and also do a wedding. You can't be expectant and do a baby shower. You can't be expectant and do any other ceremony. So it's always one ceremony at a time, one ritual at a time. You're not supposed to be mixing those things at the same time.
So understanding who we are will help us to go back to our roots. And I think we have an exercise for river cleansing.
Yeah, we'll do a reel or a shot on that, and you'll be able to
look out for that.
Look out for that. Yes.
Guys, let us know what you think. Do you do river cleansing? What kind of cleansing do you do? How do you feel after? Because I usually feel so relieved and relaxed, and that the night sleep after that is perfect.
And let me tell you, if there's something that makes my soul happy, it's just going sitting by the river, just sitting there, meditating, just being in the presence of water masses. Also the coast, I thrive in the coast of Kenya. So just go there, sit with the river, talk to the river, you know.
And immerse yourself in water. One thing that I was told also is you go in and dip yourself deeper into the water, cover everything. If you don't have the waterfalls and everything, it's the best you can do for yourself. All right, guys, please like the video, share, comment, and
subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.